Alright guys, welcome back to Teal House Farm. We are getting ready for the first big freeze. Oh, what's wrong, little man? It is going to get down to 29 tonight. So, we got to get the garden completely cleared out, because if it's not out of there, it's going to be all shriveled up tomorrow. So we're going to see how much is still left out there and bring it inside. We'll also show you the greenhouse, which I finished wrapping. And first I'm just getting dinner on the stove because it is Sunday night. And I don't cook Sunday nights, so I'm just steaming this broccoli and I do frozen pizzas because on Sundays I try to plan out the week. So the table is covered in school stuff, getting things ready for school for the week, getting my schedule done for the week. And so I just spend a lot of time sitting at the table on Sunday afternoons getting everything planned, so I don't cook a big dinner because that just means more work after dinner because all that stuff's got to be cleaned up, right? So we're going to steam some broccoli. I think I'll throw some baby carrots in there too. And that now takes 3 frozen pizzas for our family. So we'll get those put in the oven. And my goal is, takes 12 minutes to cook this pizza. And then I'm going to take 12 minutes to run outside in the freezing cold and what is now rainy, sleety looking nasty to bring in whatever is in the garden. All right, we're gonna get these pizzas in the oven, and 12 minutes is what cooks that smallest one. And then we've got a cheese, a meat lovers, and a pineapple. So it should be something to keep everybody happy, and then steamed broccoli, and it'll be easy peasy Sunday night dinner. We'll get them all put in, set the timer, and rush outside. We're also gonna need the biggest pot we've got to help collect what I think is going to be quite a few green tomatoes that are still out there in the garden. A very nice viewer last year sent me this raincoat after watching me get soaked in a video. It doesn't quite button over the baby bump, but it'll be great for today. Keep me dry while I run out and do this. Get our mud boots on, and we get outside. Everything still looks lush and green, but I know by tomorrow morning everything is going to be limp and dead. This is end of the road for our spring vegetable garden. We're going to start over here with our spaghetti squash. Quite a few mature ones in here. These will last all year long, or at least all winter long, just sitting on the shelf. I got some giant ones in there. We do have quite a few underdeveloped spaghetti squashes too, and I'm actually not quite sure if you can do anything with them, so I'm just gonna leave them. I assume that's a no, but if I'm wrong, let me know if I should have saved these. We're gonna then head on over to the tomatoes. We've got several little patches of tomatoes, and we're just gonna pick any green tomatoes that I think are large enough to be worth my time to either can or to leave on the counter to ripen inside. So I'm just gonna leave any tiny ones behind. We're also gonna go through our peppers. There's still quite a few jalapenos out here and some bell peppers. We'll get those all put in a bucket as well and brought inside. And then the last thing I really want to make sure I harvest is my parsley. The parsley I planted kind of on a whim. I got some free plants and I thought, why not? And it got so big. So I'm just gonna go ahead and trim it down, and we're gonna bring it inside and dry it. There is a lot of parsley. I mean, a lot of parsley. I don't think I will have to buy parsley all year because there is so much parsley just from 3 plants. We get everything put in these boxes and in our buckets, and then we're going to bring it all inside and see kind of what we want to do with what we got. Come up with a game plan for how we're going to preserve all this food this week. Okay, I got as much cleared out as I'm going to get, or that I care to get. But let me show you the greenhouse real quick. So we got it wrapped all the way around. It's in 3 pieces. So there's a big piece. This big piece goes all the way over as a singular piece. Got really good nails / screws here. Hopefully that stays bolted down. The front is a separate piece, but it tucks under the main piece, and it is both secure taped on the outside, and I have special clips on the inside, and it's also taped on the inside. So it's like 3-level defense against the wind. And the back is the same thing. Now what I did this year differently is I didn't wrap the door separately. I actually just cut a slit, and then I have the door both pinned up here, and I have a screw too. But that way I'm hoping it'll be a little bit more less likely, fewer pieces, so it'll be less likely to blow away. And here we go. We got our lettuces just sprouting. Our zucchini plants look great. We got carrots and beets here. More carrots growing in there. I have a lot of clover I need to pull up, maybe tomorrow, not today. But overall, it's going really well, and it seems pretty tight in here. People always ask, does that go all winter? No, it does not. Things stop growing when it starts getting to single digits, which is around Christmas, 1st of January. I do have an idea for a heater in there, but I'm not sure if I'm gonna have time to get around to it, so it might just be a end in January like it has in previous years, because I'm just kind of running out of time here and energy as far as this pregnancy goes. Okay, I'm gonna put all this homeschool stuff away. Sam's helping me pass out the pizza, and then I'll show you everything that we took out of the garden. Okay, here's what we got from the garden. So we got 5 more spaghetti squash. I already have like 8 to 10 over there, so we'll be good for a long time. All I do with these, I just wipe them off. I don't wash them or anything. If they have any nicks in them, you need to either use them pretty quickly, or I have a video I did last year where I made some spaghetti squash freezer meals, which worked really well, so I'll link that below. They just need to be used up. If they have nicks and stuff in them, they won't last a really long time. However, if they're in really good, firm condition, they'll last you all winter just sitting on your counter, which is what we do with these, and then we just kind of eat them as we go along. I have quite a few green tomatoes. I'm going to put some in a paper bag and some on the counter so that they ripen at different speeds into red tomatoes, so we can enjoy them longer. Some people also wrap them in newspaper or lay them flat, put newspaper on top of something else. Some of you have told me that you do, so those are all options. I have just a few mixed peppers left. I'm going to can those up in some half pints. That'll probably make 4 or 5 half pints. A whole bunch of parsley, and it smells delicious. I think what I'm going to do is tie the ends together here in bunches and then hang from some hooks that I have in the kitchen and just let them dry like that. But that ends the haul from our no-till bed this year, and even though it started off pretty rough, if you guys remember, we had like no rain and a whole bunch of stuff died, and we like had trouble with the stakes, and we couldn't get seeds started deep enough, so they weren't germinating. We definitely learned a lot this year about no-till gardening. Apologize for the dog who's drinking super loud right now. But the second round, when we replanted in July, did so much better because we have learned so much. And I'll share the video below too about what we learned about the no-till bed, because it definitely was different than doing a row-till garden. So we learned a lot. We're definitely going to redo it next year, but we're ready for frost. The garden has been as cleared out as I'm going to clear it out, and now we're just going to let the frost come and kill everything down. And after a little bit of sitting around putting our feet up, later this winter we will probably relayer that bed to get it ready for spring. Thanks so much for watching. I hope your garden season ended well for you, and we'll see you all next time.